The book Fahrenheit 451, written by Ray Bradbury, takes place in a dystopian world where firefighters burn books instead of putting out fires. Montag, our main character, is a firefighter who, over the course of the book, questions the morality of his job. He eventually is revealed to have been taking some from his job and storing them away in his vent, up in his ceiling. This later leads him to being forced to burn down his house by his captain, and he burns his captain and the other firefighters in a struggle. Now, on the run, Montag finds a group of other runaways, and they build kind of a refuge, and all of them remember books and kind of have memorized them. After a bomb from a war that they haven't been talking about, but it's been taking place, burns and nukes and destroys their city, they go back to rebuild civilization. One of the very interesting points of the book is that the minorities of the world are the ones censoring all these books and not the government. The government just kind of takes advantage of the fact that their civilians are really not into literature. People's total People's total consent with their very passive engagement of media causes them to see books as evil and a destroyer of happiness and far too deep to waste time trying to understand. Books about race or racism and books with characters of color were the targets of 37% of all book bans in 2021 through 2022. And 2022 through 2023 school years. 41% being based on LGBTQ identities in books. According to PBS and CNN, the call to ban books was at an all-time high in 2022. Censorship is always a wonderful thing if you want to control your citizens. A good example of this is censoring education. Can I say that? According to the AAP, sex education actually decreases the amount of sexual intercourse and increases the use of protection. It also reduces teen pregnancies, which no doubt can easily ruin lives, homophobia, STDs, dating violence, and child sexual abuse. Dating violence, for example, is way more common than you would think, with 1 in 8 women and 1 in 26 men reporting some sort of sexual dating violence. Youth impacted by such experiences are more likely to suffer from anxiety, alcoholism, depression, and other mental illnesses. Talking about this can increase healthy relationships, social emotional learning, and even media literacy. 55% of all students report having sexual intercourse before they're 18. So, it is happening. Banning talk about it actually makes the percentage of 55 go up higher. And those children who are doing that are subjected to possible pregnancies, abuse, and guilt that can cripple young adults' mental health. Along with that, the growth of the internet means that anyone of any age can find information about anything. If a child's only perception of sex is through watching TV or hearing about it through their equally misinformed friends, they will suffer even worse than if they knew about it from a parent or trusted adult or a proper education system. Skibbity toilet. With their attention spans tarnished by YouTube shorts and dependency on their iPad, literacy rates are at an all-time low. According to Everybody Loves Your Money, 65% of Gen Alpha 4th graders are not proficient in reading. And according to the Daily Mail, there are already 6 million in California who are behind in school. This is no doubt a mix of the COVID pandemic and the growth and dependency on social media. On average, children between 8 and 12 spend 4 hours and 44 minutes in front of a screen. If our next generation isn't reading and their brains are completely fried by Freddy Fazbear memes, is Fahrenheit 451 really that dystopian? Overall, don't ban books. That's not cool. Keep bigotry out our school. If you ban our books, we might end up in a dystopian society in which no one questions their government and we are all unaware of war and genocide and murder. Reading is fun, I guess. Yep, so I made a video essay. Slotar. Please give me an A! 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 Y'all, don't bully me.